Hey, all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Uh, Shalom to the Akim on the four corners of the world, teaching the truth in all sincerity, risking their lives on a daily basis to bring out the word of the Lord and wake up the elect. Just another day. Another day in Babylon, as brothers like to say, another day. But basically, I just wanted to touch upon some things that are coming to America. They just did a series about it here. Let me pull it up. And always good to be prepared in your slides. But then again, though, the spirit of the Heavenly Father moves how it moves. Spirit put it on me to do this video. Basically, you just had this series come out, Stranger Things 2. I don't know if brothers into that or not, but it's pretty good. If you want, it's on Netflix. If you want to check it out. But basically, to sum it up, the series is about a little small town. It's back in the 70s or whatever, but it shows you it goes into the spiritual realm, basically. That's what they call it, the upside down in the show. But it's supposed to be the spiritual realm. And in that spiritual realm, they got different demons, monsters. And, Esau, he goes off on some points of it with the telekinesis and different things. But they're just trying to throw everything they can, because we know everything that Esau shows you that has some spiritual power to it, he gets that from the scriptures. That's why every movie this year has been about what? Apocalypse, destruction of the planet, some great natural disaster, or some alien entity coming down, or some people with spiritual powers who begin to try to conquer the earth, right? Or what else? It's been a whole. That's been the apostles and elders say this is 2017, the year of death, diligence, and destruction. Hey, and Esau, man, he's been following that whole thing, man. Esau has been following that whole movement. That's why you got this movie with Denzel coming out, right? Roman J. Israel. Let me see. The end is nigh. Yep. Apocalypse. Post-apocalyptic movies in 2016, 2017. Now we're going to see if this is a fake prophecy, right? Because that's what everybody's saying. We do fake prophecies, which we don't do that. Look at that. Pandemic. 10 Cloverfield Lane. Yep. The fifth wave. The worthy. It's a refuge. Now some of these, they go back a couple years, but Train to Busan, that's Resident Evil. Yep. Hostile. Look at this, man. Look at this. Everything is about the apocalypse. Everything. And then you got what the new Maze Runner coming out. You got man. Look at this. Geostorm. That's a new one coming out. Yep. Look at this, man. See, Esau knows that the end is coming, right? Because you have to think about it. From a knowing the scriptures, from a spiritual perspective, if you're in a great kingdom, a great empire, and you want to see it rise, you want to see it move and fluctuate, why would you speak on the destruction of your own kingdom? Unless it's in the back of your mind, And that's what Esau has been doing. That's a topic that keeps ramping up. Apocalypse, destruction, death, destruction. And for us, the men of the Lord, diligence. Right, and the new call of diligence, once again, that Apostle of the Heart decreed is that brothers are supposed to do 3 videos a week at least. And brothers in this camp, we've been keeping up. Brothers have been on fire. All praise is due to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and other brothers as well. But I'm gonna get into it, man. Basically, one method of destruction that Esau shows, and also another thing too on the movie thing. Before we jump ahead. Esau, he knows what's going to happen, but he can't even show you the magnitude of how destructive it's going to be. That's why if you look on like International Movie Database. The highest movie on there is probably an 8 point something. You know, he can, and that's the scale. That's the quality of the scale of how well he can portray what's going to happen. That's probably the best he can do. A lot of these movies, they're about a 5 or 6 on showing you the truth. And that number that they rate on IMDb, that's about the quality of how well you can show the truth, how well you can make it resonate within people without having any mistakes in it. And now, like I said, these apocalypse movies, they usually get about a 6 or a 7. You know, really they should be about a 4 or 5, because the stuff that's going to go on, you can't even put it all in one movie. And we're going to see why. Now this is, I got this damn thing. Okay, this is, Second Ezra 15 and 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Because we know Esau is going to be as a madman, sparing none. So we're about to, he called us sheep, we're about to be led to the slaughter. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. So we know this is not talking about actual Egypt. He said, I will smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. So this place is going to be destroyed. This is Egypt. This is Babylon. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. Hey, so it's about to be a war. War is going to go on, and we keep saying it, and we keep saying it, but you know, people don't want to hear. You know, you got Instagram, you got Facebook, you got all this stuff to plug your mind into a imaginary reality. Meanwhile, in real reality, shit is not looking sweet. You know, the truck driver industry, one thing they want to do by the end of this year, every company has to have electronic logs for their drivers. So you have to be plugged in so they can look live and see where everything is in the transportation industry. It used to be you could do it on paper, and then you would turn your logs into your dispatcher, but now they want electronic. And electronic, once again, is plugged into the network. They can see everything that you're doing. They can see where everything is at. They can see what's moving and what's not. And then also, one thing in development that they actually have, they have these big tractor trailers that can self-drive. They showed you that in Logan. They can self-drive. They don't need it. I mean, they might have a driver in there just to watch over it, but you're just sitting there. And that's what they want to get to. They want to get to where they control that. They control it, because that is going to put more money in their pocket. Now you have less human error. That's what Esau is about. Taking the human error out of things so a machine can do it. He can make more money, and he can pay people less to just make sure the machine doesn't make a mistake. That's another thing they like to show in the movies. Everything becomes electronic, self-driving. But anyway, I'm going to let the scriptures speak. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, their leaders. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. It just goes to show you, man, it's going to have to be some sort of martial law. It's going to have to be something. If you got people fighting, killing each other with the sword, which that's the gun, you can't even go city to city. It's going to be that bad. You know, Chicago is about 5 hours from us. Kansas City is about 4 hours from us. You got Indianapolis, Louisville, about 5 hours from us. Memphis, that's about 4 or 5 hours. And you ain't gonna be able to go from city to city, because it's gonna be stuff set up in the way. That's why you had the other day Warren Buffett. Here, let me pull that up real quick. So people don't think I'm just making this up. It's in a conspiracy. It's in a big conspiracy thing. This is based on facts and evidence using the Holy Scripture of the Bible. Because the Scripture of the Bible, they tell you everything. That's why you have to go to the prophets and the apostles to receive the correct blessing. And you can't just call yourself an apostle like this guy, Geno Jennings. You can't just say it. You have to actually do it. Yeah. So, hey, Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway, which that's an investment agency. They acquired the majority stake in Pilot and Flying J truck stops. Now the way it works is when they get 11 hours to drive, they get a 14-hour on duty time, whatever. Basically their schedule is 14 hours, and when they stop, they have to stop at a truck stop. And Pilot and Flying J, that's the top truck stop. I'm gonna just show you. That's the top truck stop place in America. So you own that. Basically, you own a large portion of the transportation industries. So let's see how many. If we look at the map, if we look at Flying J Pilot, let's see. Let's see what we got. Let me see what it show me. Come on. Yeah, Google don't want to. Okay. Yeah, see, that's just in this region. Those are all the truck stops there. But it's way more than that. Let me see. I'm trying to get the full. Nah. It's way more than that. 1 second. Yeah, Google. Whenever you do a video, all of a sudden Google gets stupid. It don't want to work. And these truck stops, they have different facilities in them. They got showers, they got overpriced food, truck food, nasty ass food, and but this is a huge resource for the truckers, because if you control these, you control basically the whole truck driving industry. I remember when I was over the road doing this. This is the only place I would stop, Pilot and Flying J or Love's. Which I just want to see all of them. That's all I want to see. I know y'all got some down. Yep. So yeah. That's what I was looking for. Yep. This is all of the truck stops that Berkshire Hathaway and Warren Buffett have got into. These wealthy Edomites who've invested in a new world order. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, look at that. And then they got them all along every major highway. Yep. So, and that's huge. And nobody said anything about that. But what else is going to happen along with that? Let's see. For great are thy judgments and cannot be expressed. Therefore unnurtured souls have erred. But when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, which this is talking about Egypt, they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and fettered with the bonds of a long night. You ever had a long night? You just couldn't quite seem to get awake, or to get asleep. Salakia, lay there exiled from the eternal providence. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, They were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness. So the Most High caused their minds to fail. Put that forgetfulness on them. We've all witnessed that demon being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. So, if you brothers have ears to hear, if you've ever had, different demons or apparitions or something fucking with you, you might have to pray and you definitely have to pray and fast because you want to get that away from you. And sometimes you just have to deal with it, man. You have to call upon the name of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, for that stuff to go away. For neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, but noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances. So demons, and you can hear water fall around you, but it's pitch black and you can't see anything, man. All you see dark figures with heavy countenances, with sad visions. Whew. Hey, so the Most High, man, He's not gonna play with these people, man. And like I said, the whole Stranger Things, that's what it was about. Basically, demons coming in and strange apparitions. But neither might the corner that held them keep them from. No, I read that. Salaki, verse 5. No power of the fire might give them light. That's how dark it was. Neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night. So the Most High put darkness upon Egypt. And this part is actually not in Exodus. You'd have to read this in Wisdom of Solomon 17. So like if I didn't say that before, Wisdom of Solomon 17. Moving on to verse 6. Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not. And say no power of fire might give them light. So the Most High put darkness, He put dark apparitions, He put confusion upon them. The Most High put a spiritual darkness upon the Egyptians before He destroyed them for the things that they did. So for you to say you're an Egyptian, you're a fool. Because the Most High, He slaughtered the Egyptians. And if you ask an Egyptologist, how did Egypt end? How did it go out? The original Egyptians, not the Ptolemies, they don't know. Well, one day it was just destroyed. And if people that were so smart and intelligent, what happened to it? Why did it not stand against the test of time? Because it was not of the Most High. Anything not of the Lord, basically, I'm paraphrasing. I don't have the scripture on hand, but anything not of the Lord will come to naught. If it is not of the hands of the Lord, it will come to naught. Basically, that's the point I'm trying to harp on. As for the illusions of art magic, as for their magic, right, they were put down, and their vaunting in the wisdom was reproved with disgrace. So and they showed that to Moses, right? Right. In this society, you have what? You have a lot of magicians and a lot of witches, right? David Blaine and all these Edomites, right? They want to do magic. A lot of them actually do have spiritual power too. A lot of it is parlor tricks, though. They use video effects, but you do have some of these guys who are high-level witches who can actually use magic. But it says what? As for the illusions of art magic, they were put down, and their vaunting and wisdom was reproved with disgrace. So all these people, as the scriptures say, their moon and their stars shall fail, which that represents their wisdom and understanding. Hey, so the Most High is going to take away wisdom and understanding from these people, these witches and these warlocks, right? Because they might think, well, look, the end is coming. We can say a prayer to Satan so that there will be, okay when the time comes, but that's not going to happen. The Most High is going to take all the way away. And their vaunting and wisdom was reproved with disgrace. So they were disgraced by what they were doing. And that's what's going to happen to anybody involved with that magic shit, which is satanic witchcraft, which involves, the left hand of the Most High, the evil. For they that promise to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear, worthy to be laughed at. So there ain't gonna be nobody able to heal. And won't be any doctors or psychologists able to fix you or none of that. They were going to be sick themselves of fear. For though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that pass by and hissing of serpents. Damn, man. So you got all of this demonic ass shit going on around you, and that's going to be a part of the destruction of this place. On top of the missiles, the famines, the swords. So hey, the only thing you can do is pray to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Do your best to honor his laws, statutes, commandments, and put your work in right now. Right? You have the parable of the bridesmaids. You want to have your oil for your lamp. You don't want to be caught out with no oil like the foolish ones. Because it talks about 5 wise and 5 foolish. You want to be as 5 of the wise ones with the oil, waiting for the Lord, which is the bride, the husband. Oh man, they died for fear, denying that they saw the air, which could of no side be avoided. For wickedness, condemned by their own witness, is very timorous, and being pressed with conscience, always forecasts grievous things. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offereth. And succors, I believe that means understanding. Assistance is a poor entire, assistance, yep. So, for fear is nothing else but the betraying of the assistance that reason gives you, basically. So, Most High took reason and understanding from their minds because of the evil that they were doing. And he's going to do that to these people in America. All praises due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Hey, stay in this thing. We're at the end right now. Brothers and sisters, I don't know where your mind is at. You know, whatever you got going on in your personal life, you need to say a prayer to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and you need to make a move towards getting yourself in a state where you can be, where you have control, or salak it, where you can set yourself up to do the work. You have your job set up, you have your house set up. You know, you watch over your own house. You know, if you're a woman listening, you need to get with a man of the Lord, or pray to the Most High to give you a man of the Lord. But like I said, all praise due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Didn't want to make this too long, but the Spirit gave me a little extra. Hey, the water, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Hey, this is the end. Once again, this is the end.